as always, thank you to the members of the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to my second channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Link is in the description. Alright, so we are back with another unboxing video reviewing a brand new Tomy engine. This is actually my fourth video of the day filming, so we are grinding today. But as you can see here, there are two more engines to review. I do not know which one this is, so let's just take him out of the box. And it is Stepney. So we are going to be unboxing Stepney, who is brand new in the packaging. Reviewing him, giving him a running session. Hopefully he runs, unlike Arthur. As you saw in my previous video, I did get Arthur fixed up and running really nicely, but it was at the expense of my Tomy Thomas. But that Thomas is from 1992, so at some point that Thomas was going to go before all of these guys. So I'll just go out and buy another Tomy Thomas. It's no big deal. But now it is time to take a look at Stepney. So before we open up Stepney, let's quickly go over Tomy's packaging once again. I'll make it short and sweet. The colors are gorgeous. The blues, the reds, the yellows. OG Thomas merchandise always looks fantastic, even in the packaging. And here is proof that Stepney is brand new in the box. As you can see, the tape is still on there. It is still sealed. So there should be no issues with this Stepney. Right, Arthur? Right? Wait, no. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break the tape seal live on camera. There we go. Very satisfying. Another engine from around 2005 is coming out of the packaging for the first time. So here is Stepney in all of his glory, and I was right, because here we have a 60th anniversary pamphlet, which I already took a look at in my salty review video. Lots of cool items in here. So I was very happy to get Stepney because I didn't want to just go out and buy, Percy and maybe Gordon or James. I wanted to get characters that I did not have as a kid, and Stepney is one of them. And the other engine we're going to be unboxing tomorrow is also one of them. So I'm very glad that I was able to pick these guys up because I've never had any experience with them in person. So a bonus is that Stepney also comes with a troublesome truck, the first gray troublesome truck in my current collection. I had some of these as a kid, but as we all know, I do not have any of the merchandise from my childhood, which makes me very sad at times. But Stepney also does come with some straight tracks. I totally forgot that he included straight tracks and not curved tracks. So that is going to expand this layout very much, which is great. So here is Stepney's face, looking absolutely gorgeous. I love his red side rods. They are stunning. He's very eye-catching. The green and red lining looks fantastic. I love how the coal bunker looks. His white buffers are nice. Very clean. Just a very good-looking engine. His nameplate is very nicely done. So without further ado, let's get him out of the packaging. So let's take out the straight tracks first, if the rubber band will let me. There we go. 4 8-inch straight tracks just for getting Stepney in a troublesome truck. That is incredible value. Incredible value. So let's put these tracks down over here. And then we can get out Stepney. I'm still struggling here. There we go. Stepney's out. And now the truck should be out. There we go. I just put a battery inside Stepney. These guys are free of their wires. So let's quickly take a look at the truck so then we can move on to Stepney. The truck is very simple, clean, sturdy, does everything it needs to do. I really do like that they are just simple, empty wagons. You can pretty much do anything you want with them if you want to throw ballast in there or really whatever you want, whatever can fit. And I do like that they included this face with the truck because I know there are multiple different kinds of faces on these Tomy troublesome trucks. So this one's pretty cool. I really do love the classic OG troublesome truck faces. So we are finally taking a look at Stepney up close and personal. We'll start out with his face. I already touched on it, but I really do think it looks fantastic. It's just his generic smiling happy face, but I do love how simple it is. And so I also referenced an image of Stepney from Season 4, and I found out the two main issues of that I have with this model. The first one is going to be that his funnel is too short. His funnel should be taller. I feel like this is a very simple mistake. And then his cab is just too wide. His cab is just too big. The height of his cab is okay considering it's a Tomy engine and they might not go any taller than this. But the cab did not need to be this wide because it really does mess up Stepney's proportions. And we all love Stepney because, well, he's a gorgeous engine. But when you mess with those proportions, it really does change the entire look of the model because, well, we all know Stepney and we love him for how gorgeous the model is. But besides those two things, I do not have any other issues with this Stepney model. His front buffers look gorgeous. His red side rods are gorgeous. They are accurate to the TV series. Tomy easily could have just given him normal gray side rods like they gave the other engines. They decided to give him the red ones to be accurate, which is fantastic because it really does elevate the look of this model. And then they even gave him the extra detailing on his dome, as you can see. They definitely did not have to do that, so that is much appreciated. His lining looks very nice, very simple, yet clean. Turning Stepney around to take a look at his back side, we do have white buffers just like on the front. And then, as I said earlier, his coal bunker does look very nice. He also does have a coal load, as you can see. And then one thing I noticed, just a quick throwaway thing, is that the switch to turn him on and off does not stick out as far as the other switches do for the other engines. The sticker for Stepney's number 55, also looks very nice. Like I said, this Stepney is just a very good looking model. So we are just about ready to turn Stepney on and begin a nice running session. But I wanted to quickly show you guys the date on the bottom. It does say 1999. I just wanted to quickly point out that I am not as well versed in release dates for Tomy as I am in other brands such as Wooden Railway, which I am very passionate about. So I had no idea that Stepney was made in 1999. Okay, so we have Stepney hooked up to his gray troublesome truck and the other two troublesome trucks that I own. So Stepney, do not let me down like Arthur did. We have all the engines off to the side. 1992 Thomas is chilling in his grave up on the display case. So Stepney, please be a good runner, please. I know you are 26 years old, but I'm expecting you to run brand new. So here we go. Let's go. Let's go. He runs good. He's a slow runner, but he's a smooth runner. That's all I care about. Man, he is moving slow, huh? Hopefully everything warms up and he becomes a better runner over time. But he does seem like a slow one. But it's smooth and steady from what I can kind of see. Not the worst. Could have been worse, that's for sure. He's just very slow. Well, I guess time for a running session. So I would like to pose an interesting question for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I'm sure there are some Tomy and Trackmaster Thomas enthusiasts that do know this answer, but what causes an engine such as Stepney to run so much slower than other engines such as Salty or Neville, or even Diesel 10, who is very, very fast? So what causes these engines to run slow or fast? And then, did Tomy ever switch up the motors? Did they ever change the inside components of the engines from the 90s through the 2000s? Like, you know how Wooden Railway switched up magnets and just different details, and we all know those concrete dates? Is it the same for Tomy, or does it kind of just not really have an answer, considering it's just a very old battery-powered toy? So I'm wondering if there is concrete dates for when Tomy was switching up inside components, and just why are some engines fantastic runners and others just, well, not that good? Okay, so today was really a perfect example of the question I just posed. There is a clear clicking noise with Stepney. Like, you can hear it, you can even see his model sort of shake back and forth just a bit. So what causes that? Is that always a gear? Is that always just a cracked, poor quality gear that needs to be switched out? Because if so, that's pretty frustrating, right? That's almost every engine having some sort of gear issue. I know these motorized battery-powered toys are old, but still, if they're brand new in the packaging, why are they coming brand new out of the box with just basic issues if their components are really just pieces of plastic? Anyways, besides the little bit of shaking, I really do enjoy Stepney's model and the way he runs. I think he looks fantastic on the layout. I do love Stepney's character in general and his paint scheme and just everything about him. Very satisfying, a classic character. Very glad I picked him up. I did not have him as a child, but yeah. The Tomy collection continues to grow. Who would have thought? Soda Productions growing a massive Tomy collection. 3 more Tomy videos coming in the next few days. 3 more. And then we are going to do a review on a Thomas Wooden Railway item from the Mattel and Fisher-Price era. So be on the lookout for that one. But without further ado, I want to thank you guys for watching. I highly recommend picking up Stepney. I think he's fantastic. If you're a fan of the OG Seasons, Classic Thomas, he is worth it. You can just see how gorgeous he is. But I want to thank you guys for watching. And as Stepney passes through the docks, I will see you guys in the next video.